I may not be a practicing economist, but if I ever need reminding that inflation is a reality, I just need to look at the till slip when I buy groceries, especially the food.
I know what you mean, Farah. And then you think of all the moms and dads around the world who have to feed a family after a hard day's work.
Definitely, especially when you're working on a tight budget.
A meal costing 50 Rand for 4 is already cutting it fine, but the total for the month comes to around 1,500 Rand, which is more than many South Africans can even afford, even if they're employed.
But can you do it for less? We debated whether it was possible to keep the monthly budget total below the 1,000 Rand mark, meaning roughly 30 Rand a meal.
And the target remains a family of 4.
The producers challenged me to make a meal for 4 people with 30 Rand. Initially I thought it was impossible, but now I've come up with a great idea using my old favorite, pilchards, for this recipe. So I'm going to be doing a pilchard and egg pilau. So here are the ingredients. We've got some onions, chopped tomatoes, garlic, some soft boiled eggs, pilchards of course, cold rice, it's cooked rice. We've got coriander, curry leaves, and we're starting out with some sunflower oil as well. So sunflower oil into the pan. And next we've got cumin seeds going in. A little cinnamon stick would do. And these bay leaves are way too big, so I'm just going to tear that. So those are our whole spices in already. Let's fry these off until they're fragrant. You can almost hear when the cumin's ready because you can hear it sizzle. Next in goes the onion. And let's saute this until the onions cook through, golden brown and rich with flavor. Curry leaves, I add some at the beginning and then some at the end as well. I love using lots of curry leaves in my dishes. Now let's add some salt to really speed things up. Just remember to almost under-season your pilchard dish because it's actually quite salty. When I was pregnant with my son, I seemed to eat pilchards almost every day. It was one of those crazy cravings. And I found quite interesting ways to cook them up, from deep frying them to cooking up a sauce and putting them in. Now it's time to add the other ingredients. Firstly, garlic going in. I love garlic, and I tend to almost add a little more than acceptable. But when it's for my family, I can do so, and you can just adjust the recipe according to your family. And obviously garlic's for Friday and Saturday nights only. Next, red chili powder. And I like it quite spicy. So about 3 teaspoons of red chili powder in, always going in on the side of the pan, and then the chopped tomato. I'm very much of a messy cook, so please do excuse me. This is a quick dish that you can do after work. So tin tomato takes the trouble out of blanching and chopping. Now, let's add the rest of the spices. Firstly, garam masala, 1 teaspoon, coriander. These are roasted spices, so I'm not frying them off in oil. Cumin as well going in. And then some turmeric. Just a large pinch would do. And this is a basic tomato sauce that you could use to cook prawns or fish, just veggies, leftovers even. I also quite like serving the sauce with some pasta. So there's various ways that you can use up the sauce in different recipes as well. Now, lower the heat. We're going to pop the pilchards in, and here they are. I'm going to do this with my fingers. I don't want them to break up too much. So pop in the pilchards once you see the oil almost separate from the cooked tomato. Just the last pieces going in. Next ingredient going in, rice. Now cold rice works best in any pilau or biryani. So just put it into the refrigerator for a while, let it cool down completely. Spread it over the cooked fish and tomato. More curry leaves going on top, just so you make your entire home smell really appetizing. Then we're going to put these eggs. I like them soft boiled on top. Like so. The eggs are quite gooey, but that's half the appeal. Next, boiling water going in. I'd say about 125 mils of boiling water just going in. Pour that over. Tight-fitting lid going on top. Simmer on a low heat until that rice heats through. I'd say about 5 minutes should be good enough. Let's take a look. Oh wow. Just checking to see how we're doing here. And I'm switching off the heat. Leave a little moisture in. The rice is going to soak up all those flavors in the moisture. And now chopped coriander going in. I'm a bit of a lazy person, so using a scissors to snip some in. Just a little green can make, any herb can make a dish look absolutely appetizing. And there we have it. That is our pilau with our gooey eggs. And that's what it should look like. That's the 30 Rand challenge done. Just using some lovely, simple, basic ingredients to make a flavoursome feast for the end of the day.